I've got a hammer here today, and this is purely for, not for carpentry. It's for opening a coconut with some water in it. So it's not the water I'm after with this nut. It's the flesh I'm after. This is an old nut. Remember we talked about, and we had coconut flesh in a couple of the dressings, and we had it in the smoothie, and it was that soft flesh. That's a young nut, and this is the difference. A hard nut is this brown texture nut that you see in the supermarket for about 99 cents, $1.99, something like that. This is what you're after to make coconut milk and coconut cream. It makes the most amazing milkshakes on the planet. So let me show you how to open a coconut with a hammer. Okay, so you're holding it with your hand as I've got it like this, and I'm just going to hit here. Yeah? And I'm just going to turn it. Just going to turn it. Now you're welcome to put a tea towel here. You can totally do that. Okay, let me grab one so you can see what that feels like, and if that feels more comfortable for you. You can totally just get a tea towel, put a tea towel here. And that's all I want to do. It's not the water I'm after. It's the actual flesh. And just keep rolling it around. There we go. And there we have a beautiful coconut. That was kind of easier with the tea towel, yeah? I'm just going to wash that out. Look at that. That's what we're after. Okay, so let's just get rid of the water there. Okay, smells great. Always smell your nut. I mean, I love nothing more than taking the flesh out of this, taking the flesh out of the shell, and then having this as a snack. Like, it is sublime. Like, really good. In a container, lasts up to a week. No problem. Okay, so how you get the flesh out of a coconut? Let's put that here. Butter knife. Now, if you feel uncomfortable, it's all good. Just grab a tea towel. Don't panic. This is like the easiest thing on the planet to do. This is like whole food in its natural state, you know. And this is how it was once. Okay, and I'm just doing this. This brown stuff on here, no problem. That's my mum. That's the fibre. So don't worry about that. It's all good. Okay, I need another tea towel because this knife is hurting my hand. This part here. Okay. Perfect. So see what so you can hope you can see that. So I'm just kind of levering it off. Definitely not a sharp knife, yeah, because you cut your bloody hand off. Okay. Perfect. Not so perfect. It's all good. Okay, so when you get down to about here and you're finding it really hard to get in there, what I do is I turn the shell over, I grab my hammer, do those ones, and then I'm back on. True story, mate. True story. Okay. Just want to get that little, there we go, just an edge there. Look at that. Look at that. In Indonesia, the Balinese cook this shell. I'm just picking it up off the floor here. They cook this shell. They just light a fire and they put this on there and it creates this scent. And then they cook their satay. It's so freaking awesome to watch. And as you're driving down the road, you can just smell these smells from this coconut shell. Really, really holds a lot of heat. Okay, so we don't want this. This is going to go into the compost bin. So what we want is this white flesh here. And like I said, it's okay that it has the brown there. And then we've got the other side of this nut to open as well. All right. We don't want any of this hard shell touching our Vitamix because it's going to stuff up the stuff up the blade. Okay. Okay, look at it. Just dusting that off. Beautiful. Now, if I had a fruit platter, this is a really good tip. Oh, it's so fresh. I would just do these ones for a fruit platter or for a snack. Okay. The next bit is to put it into here because I want to make coconut milk. Coconut cream and coconut milk. The only difference is when we blend it and we get that liquid from it, overnight I'm going to sit that in the fridge and the next day it'll separate and the cream will come to the top and the milk will be on the bottom, and that's how you separate it. Okay? Just run your knife through the coconut. Just helps your machine to chop it down more and pop it into here. Look at all that. Yum. Look how much is there. Holy moly, guacamole. All right, so water. Okay, done that bit, and now we're going to blend. So that the longest, the amount of time that this takes is opening it, just getting that flesh out. And it would take you this probably longer to jump in the car, find the car keys, jump in the car, go to the supermarket, get a car park, go get your can of coconut milk and come home. I bet. Actually, let's make a bet. I bet that takes longer. All right, blending on high speed. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to get a nut bag. You can use a stocking, a clean one. I've done that before. And a bowl. And all I'm going to do is pour this liquid white gold into here. Pop that there. This is where it gets good. Now, a lot of people with nut bags do this. They do this. And then they do this. How can I explain this? Fair enough, I get why we do that, but it's easier for the bag and for the moisture to go through the middle because you get a lot more. It just comes everywhere, it comes out everywhere. So all I'm going to do is squeeze this, put this into the middle, and squeeze this. Okay. All right, let's put that aside for a minute. And now you're left with this. And people always ask me, oh, what do you do with that? Do you use that? There's no flavour in there. It's finished. It's in here. So no, I don't normally use this. But I can use this totally as a filler for something. So maybe a tahini ball or a bliss ball or any kind of a protein ball. I can definitely use that in there. But I prefer to give it to the chickens or put it in the garden, actually. There's no flavour. It's not like desiccated coconut and dried coconut we know with all that flavour in there. So just remember that. So that's really dry and really, it's just beautiful. Look at it. It's really dry. Super duper dry. Okay, so the next phase of coconut milk is taking this and putting this over there. You can put it in a jug, whatever, doesn't matter. I've just got a jar. Okay, let's not spill this everywhere, Cynthia. Look how much coconut milk you get. It's awesome. Look at that. Well, look at all that thick, rich, fatty extract of that milk. Oh, so good. So what I'd do with this is I'd pop this in the fridge, and the next day you'll notice that here will be thick cream and here will be light kind of milky cream, milky texture. And what I do is I get a spoon and I scoop the top up if I want to make a curry or I need the cream for something or for whipping, or I just use the whole thing at once. It makes the best milk for chocolate milkshakes for kids. It makes the most divine ice chais It makes any cinnamon and vanilla and clove, star aniseed, some honey into your Vitamix with this milk with some ice. Makes a beautiful, refreshing, spiced, milky drink. Really beautiful. It doesn't last. That's the only thing, okay? So what I do at times, if I've got so many coconuts and I've got to use them. So I do this, but I put this liquid into Ziploc bags, yeah? And I zip them up and I write on it what it is. And I pop them in the freezer and I have coconut milk on tap. So if I'm making, say the other day I made a frittata and I needed some milk, I had some coconut milk in the freezer. So all I did was defrost it and then I quickly blended it again just to incorporate the fats in that milk together and break off that icicles. And then I just put that within my egg mix. So this is like my standard milk that I have on tap. So in the freezer, no problem, just date it and everything. In the fridge, one night. So what I like to do with this straight away when the kids come home from school, if my little boy Jamin was still a little boy, came home from school, I would make him a chocolate milkshake with this. So really simple, or a strawberry milkshake or a banana milkshake, a spiced milkshake, anything like that. Or a curry that night, and I'd just use it. So there you go. I hope you do this because it's easy, right? And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of these ones, okay? This is cool. Just put that tea towel in your hand, smack it on there. Don't worry about it. All comes together in the end. Voila! Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Welcome to my kitchen. My voice, my voice, my voice, my voice, my voice. It's a salad. It's a salad. Ah. That indicates... Hang on a minute, the phone's ringing.